We've all been there, staring into our canine companion's eyes, trying to discern whether their love for us is genuine or not. But do our furry friends love us as much as we love them? Decoding a dog's behavior can be a challenging task, especially since they can't verbally express their feelings. We have compiled a list of 14 clear signs that your dog might not be head over paws in love with you. Understanding these subtle indications may help you improve your relationship with your four-legged pal. So buckle up and prepare to discover the truth about your pupper's feelings. Imagine coming home after a long, tiring day, and all you want is the warm, loving welcome from your furry companion. But instead, your dog gives you an apathetic glance and carries on with their day. There might be a few reasons behind this lack of enthusiasm, so let's dive into this mysterious canine behavior. One possible explanation is that your dog has simply become too comfortable with your presence. Over time, dogs may start to take their human's company for granted, so when they see you return home, it might not be as exciting anymore. No need for panic though. Think of it as the canine version of an old married couple who don't have the same butterflies in their stomachs, but still enjoy each other's company. Another reason might be that your dog is feeling under the weather. Just like humans, dogs have their off days too. If they're not as enthusiastic about your arrival as they usually are, make sure to keep an eye out for any other signs that something might be wrong, like changes in appetite or energy levels. In some instances, an apathetic greeting might be a sign that your dog isn't as in love with you as you thought. This can be due to a variety of factors, including not enough bonding time, inconsistent training, or even lack of trust. To rebuild that connection, try spending more quality time together, engaging in fun activities, and reinforcing positive behaviors. To sum it up, an apathetic greeting from your dog can stem from various reasons, but in most cases, it's definitely not the end of the world. A little effort goes a long way in winning back your dog's heart, so keep the treats and scratches coming. They'll surely appreciate it. Imagine coming home, expecting a warm snuggle from your furry friend, only to be met with apathy. In the world of canine relationships, the lack of cuddle time might be a clear sign that your dog doesn't love you as much as you think. But hold on, before jumping into any conclusions, let's take a look at some reasons for your dog's standoffish behavior. Firstly, not all dogs are born cuddlers. Some breeds or individual dogs might just be more independent by nature. Sometimes it's not about love, but about their natural temperament. Secondly, consider the circumstances and the environment. Is it too hot for cuddles? A sweltering day might make even the most affectionate dog hesitate to offer their warm embrace. Another factor to keep in mind is the possibility of discomfort or pain. Dogs who are experiencing physical discomfort may avoid cuddling out of fear that it might exacerbate their pain. In cases like this, it's not that they don't love you, it's their way of protecting themselves from further pain. Remember that relationships require time and effort. It's possible that your dog's reluctance to cuddle is due to a lack of emotional connection. Spend time bonding with them by engaging in activities they enjoy, like playing fetch or going for long walks. Building trust and cementing your bond might eventually lead to more cuddle time in the future. Picture this. You come home from work, and your dog excitedly greets you at the door. But as you reach down to give them a much-deserved belly rub, they simply turn away or avoid your touch altogether. You're left wondering, does my dog actually dislike belly rubs, or do they not love me? The answer may just lie in the subtleties of dog behavior. First, understand that not all dogs enjoy the same kind of touch. Just like humans, dogs have their own preferences when it comes to physical affection. Some dogs may be in their element with belly rubs, while others might prefer a gentle scratch behind the ears or a soothing stroke down their back. It's important for pet parents to learn their dog's favorite or most comfortable ways to receive affection and not force the belly rubs if their pup clearly isn't interested. Now let's consider the possibility that a dog is not only avoiding belly rubs, but could also be sending subtle signals that they're not entirely fond of their human companion. It's a tough pill to swallow, but being aware of the signs can help improve the relationship between owner and pet. One such sign to watch out for is when a dog turns away or actively avoids a person's touch. So if your furry friend is constantly refusing belly rubs, don't panic just yet. Observe their behavior and try to offer various forms of affection to see what they enjoy most. Pets can have split personalities, and when it comes to dogs, it's not always a whirlwind of tail wags and slobbery kisses. Sometimes, a canine may show the cold shoulder, and you know what they say. Actions speak louder than barks. If your pup displays a nonchalant attitude in your presence, That might be a sign of them not loving you as much as you think. Imagine coming home after a long day only to find that your furry friend doesn't even acknowledge your existence. Maybe they're playing hard to get or just temporarily lost in their magical world. Regardless, when a dog is indifferent, it's hard not to let it ruffle your feathers. As one ponders the possibilities of why a dog is indifferent, factors like illness, depression, or fatigue may surface. Could Fido be down because he hasn't had his daily dose of fetch? Or perhaps the hot weather has turned your usually happy-go-lucky pup into a lethargic furball. Even boredom can make a pooch appear indifferent. Another telltale sign of indifference is when your dog doesn't follow you around like a love-struck puppy. Dogs are known for their loyalty, so if you're wandering your home solo, it might be a case of unrequited love. Yet fear not, for all hope is not lost. The beauty of dogs is their capacity for change and growth. So the next time you encounter an indifferent dog, remember to take it in stride. You might just need to spice things up a bit with an extra surprise treat or bonus playtime. A wagging tail is usually a sign of a happy dog, right? Well, not always. Sometimes, our furry friends may not be as excited about our presence as we'd like to believe. But don't worry, we are here to help you recognize unenthused tail wagging and decode your pup's body language. When you walk through the door after a long day and your dog greets you with a lackluster wag, it might be a sign that their love has gone off leash. If their tail wagging is minimal or even absent, your pet could be communicating that they are not feeling the same level of delight as you are in that moment. You might expect enthusiastic tail wagging and jumping, but instead, you receive a glance and a half-hearted wag. You see, dogs can be quite the masters of communication, and their tails act like little fluffy semaphore flags. A wagging tail can indicate various emotions, from joy and happiness to fear and anxiety. So, if your dog's wagging is less than enthusiastic, there might be an underlying issue worth investigating. It's essential to understand the different ways your dog wags their tail. For instance, a high and stiff tail may signify confidence, whereas a low, slow wag could indicate submissive behavior. A dog holding its tail tightly between its legs may be afraid. Don't be fooled by the simple wag. There's a whole world of tail talk to discover. Dogs are known for their loyalty and affection, but sometimes they might channel their inner Houdini and try to escape every chance they get. If you've ever wondered why your furry friend doesn't seem as thrilled to be around you, this could be one of the signs that they don't love you as much as you hoped. You might wonder whether their dog has been secretly training with an elite team of ninja pups. While we can't confirm the existence of such a doggy dojo, the truth is that these four-legged escape artists might just be trying to tell their humans something important. Like, you're not my favorite person right now. There could be a few reasons for this positively perplexing behavior. For one, your pooch might be feeling restless and in desperate need of some excitement. Or perhaps they have a strong sense of wanderlust, dreaming of sniffing out uncharted territories and exploring every corner of the neighborhood. Whatever the reason, it's clear that your dog's sneaky disappearing acts might be a subtle hint about their true feelings towards you. Imagine calling your dog's name happily, expecting some tail wags, and maybe a few excited jumps. But what if your dog barely lifts an ear and continues with whatever they're doing? This could be a sign that your furry friend might not be as attached to you as you think. In a world where dogs usually respond enthusiastically to their owner's voice, a dog that doesn't react may have you questioning your bond. It's essential to observe if this behavior is consistent or just a one-time event. Sometimes, a dog may be tired, distracted, or simply preoccupied with something else like an interesting smell. However, when your dog consistently ignores your voice, it might be their way of saying, "Sorry, human, I'm just not that into you." It can be disheartening, but don't lose hope. Try engaging them in activities like playtime or training sessions. This might help strengthen your relationship, and eventually, they might start giving you the attention you deserve. A dog's lack of enthusiasm for training can be a sign they're not entirely smitten with their owner. When a pooch ignores their owner's commands, it's not necessarily because they're being stubborn or can't understand the task at hand. It could be that they don't trust their owner enough to follow their lead. Trust is essential when it comes to training, and a dog unwilling to cooperate may be harboring some unresolved feelings about their human. Ignoring commands is one thing, but when a canine companion actively avoids the owner during training time, it's definitely worse. Remember, training a dog isn't just about teaching them new tricks. It's about establishing a deeper connection between the pet and the owner. If a dog is showing disinterest in training, it's essential to address the situation with patience and understanding. The classic bathroom break rebellion. When a dog loves its human, they're often eager to please, and that includes doing their business quickly and efficiently during bathroom breaks. However, if there's a lack of love or trust, the pup might engage in some evasive tactics. For instance, little Fido, who decides to sniff every blade of grass on the lawn before finally choosing a spot. Even then, Fido seems hesitant and unsure, leaving his human waiting impatiently and wondering whether this whole bathroom break thing is just an elaborate ruse. But wait, there's more. Not only does Fido dilly-dally when it comes to picking a spot, but he also seems completely disinterested in the entire process. Instead of quickly taking care of business, he'd rather chase butterflies or explore the neighbor's yard. Anything but the task at hand. It's as if the thought of doing his business under the watchful eye of his human is less appealing than frolicking in a field of flowers. Instead of getting frustrated, try to see the lighter side of Fido's bathroom break rebellion. After all, who can blame a pup for wanting some alone time when nature calls, right? Understanding and patience can strengthen the bond, eventually leading to a well-behaved bathroom break buddy. Picture this. You walk into your living room after a long day, and you excitedly call out to your beloved pup. Instead of a warm wagging tail and wet kisses, you are met with a cold shoulder. It's true, sometimes dogs just don't love their owners as much as we'd like them to. For starters, if your dog is avoiding eye contact with you, it could be a sign they're just not that into you. Take notice if your dog is leaving the room every time you enter. We get it, sometimes our dogs need a break from our constant love and affection. But if Rufus is making a habit of clearing out every time you walk in, it may be time to face the possibility that he wants a break from you specifically. Remember, even though dogs are man's best friend, they might not always show it in the ways we hope. Take these signs with a grain of salt. After all, we're sure they secretly love you more than they let on. In a world where dogs are known for their loyal companionship, it can be quite a shock to discover that your furry friend might not be feeling the love. With a dash of humor, let's explore the unfortunate reality some dog owners face. While it's heartbreaking to accept that not all dogs are unconditionally loving toward their humans, it's crucial to observe their behavior and adjust one's expectations accordingly. Remember, a dog's love is a precious gift, but sometimes it can be as elusive as a wagging tail. Does your dog love you? Let us know in the comments.